prior to this announcement being made, were you in a place where you were an undecided voter, whether you're going to vote for Bobby, Kamala, or Trump? I'm talking yesterday.
Well, let's put it this way. I was not undecided with respect to what needs to happen and what the top priority is. I'm always undecided with respect to what the best use of my vote and my voice is at any given moment. I mean, it's what we call a question of opportunity cost. You have a certain number of cards to play. What's the best way to play them given where you are right now and what you know? So I'm still very much a Bobby Kennedy supporter. I think he's the right guy for the job. I have some issues in which I differ with him substantially, but overall, he's the person I want to see with the power because I think he gives us our best chance of getting where we're going. But that said, they very successfully put roadblocks in his way that made it very difficult for him to attain the office, and therefore, that does open the question of what exactly to do with my vote. So
that's why I think you're important. So a couple of weeks ago, the Trump-Rogan feud, right? Hey, Rogan said good things about RFK.
Yep.
And then Trump comes back and says, I wonder what the booze you're going to get when you get to UFC. Then Rogan posts a picture with him and who was a comedian that was Trump. And
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis. And says, hey, we made up, we're good. And that picture goes viral. And now 2 weeks later, RFK says this. Does he having a position or endorsing Trump, does this cause a guy like you to be open to the idea of voting for Trump versus Kamala?
Oh, absolutely. Let me just be perfectly clear about this. I think the modern Democratic Party is an existential threat to the Republic. And although I am a Democrat, I've been a Democrat my whole life, the party that I see in front of me today is literally the inverse of the party I signed up for. This is now the party of war. This is the party of racism. This is the party of censorship. I don't recognize this party. There is no conceivable scenario in which I would vote for Kamala Harris. I just simply will not do it. Am I open to voting for Trump? I am. I'm especially open to it if he is partnered with Bobby Kennedy, because what that tells me is that my values, which are a much closer match for Bobby's, are represented in that administration. And that's really what I want. I want a coalition to redefine American politics because, frankly, we have a long-standing problem with corruption, which has now turned into something else with the modern Democratic Party. But we need to rethink the way we govern ourselves so that corruption is not the dominant force. And a coalition is the way we're going to do that.